I would say, welcome to my home, but I really don't want you here. Quite frankly, you're a pest, a very annoying pest. Now, I've tried. I really have. I've tried to make you go away using all of my abilities, and you just keep coming back. Well, not all of my abilities. I could make you go away simply by ending your life and throwing you into a dumpster somewhere for some poor, unfortunate homeless person to find. Maybe with a few 20s in your pocket to make it maybe a little bit less traumatizing for the homeless person. Anyway, you are very fortunate that I do not like violence. However, let me make it very clear, although I do not like violence, I'm one of those individuals who recognizes that sometimes violence is necessary. And if I decide that violence is necessary with you, well, there's really nothing you can do about it. However, I decided to invite you into my home and have you sit on the other side of my marble desk so that maybe, just maybe, I can convince you to see reason, to be reasonable. Now, quite frankly, I like this city. I've only been here 90 years, and I'm really not in the mood to leave just yet. Well, I've had other luxury apartments. It is a very large city, but I really don't want to move. Unfortunately, if you persist, I'll have to. Well, how can I put this? Basically, if I wanted to, I could make you forget part of my mysterious vampiric powers. However, because you seem determined to aggravate me, annoy me, pursue me, even though you're not a hunter, there is a good chance that even with my powers, there's a tiny chance you might start remembering, and then you'll come after me again and aggravate me, and I'll have to use violence. So, I can pretty much guess what you want. First of all, I am so careful. I have no clue how you found out that I'm a vampire, or how you found my address. So, why don't you tell me, how was it that I messed up? Mm-hmm. 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 Well, I have to admit, I thought I was very careful, and I could have sworn that back alley was empty, except for myself and that rather unpleasant individual with the knife. Yes. Well, I'm the sort of vampire who gives individuals choice. And if they make the wrong one, they become one of my feeding cows. And if they really make the wrong one, I drain them completely dry and get rid of them. That particular individual chose extreme violence, and that's not something I could tolerate. Quite frankly, I did this city a favor. How many individuals has this person terrorized? How many people felt fear, sheer, unadulterated, horrific fear because of him? How many people ended up getting stabbed because of him? I did this city and you humans a favor. But yes, I was certain he and I were alone in that back alley. Maybe I've gotten a little careless lately. I'll have to take care of that. But that still doesn't explain how you found out where I live. If you had followed me, I would have been able to easily notice. Oh, I see. Well, I guess having a loving sister who works at the DMV certainly comes in handy. I have to admit, the only reason why I have a car is because flying above the skies at a fast rate of speed is a little too suspicious. I'm sure you'll agree. But all right. Let's get down to it, though. I think we've spent enough time with pleasantries. What is it that you want? If you're looking to inflict final death upon me, I've got some bad news for you. You humans are very ignorant about the methods that can cause final death to my kind. I mean, seriously. And lately, it's downright laughable. Well, honestly, no. If a ray of sunlight hits a vampire's chest, their chest doesn't glitter, obviously. Depending on their age and what abilities they inherited after being turned, they either instantly burn to ashes or get badly burned. And if they're able to get to some shade, well, they usually recover. Oh yes, sunlight is not an instant killer for all of us. Doesn't work that way. No, that doesn't work either. I mean, where do you people, you human beings, get that from? Where? Why in the world would you think that would work? I mean, where? Seriously, you really think that one of the more obscure methods for killing a vampire is to chop off our heads with, well, that's just my automatic air freshener. Well, of course I have an automatic air freshener. Why wouldn't I have one? What? You think just because I'm a vampire, I wouldn't have an automatic air freshener in my luxury apartment? That's a little silly of you. But getting back to that particularly obscure method, no, you can't kill a vampire by chopping off our head with a grave digger's shovel. It doesn't work that way. Well, think about it. When was the last time you encountered a grave digger's shovel that was intentionally sharpened? When? And think about this. Imagine if you have a grave digger and he has a shovel. If he decides to quit his job and tosses the shovel down on the ground, well, I guess that's no longer a grave digger's shovel because he quit his job. Oops, can't kill us. No, it doesn't work that way. That's just stupid. Well, I'm not going to tell you the methods that are actually effective in killing us. Come on now. Hey, just tell me what you want. Let's just get that over with. What do you want? I don't particularly enjoy spending time sitting at my marble desk with you on the other side, having this conversation. This is not a pleasant chat for me. All right? So just tell me what you want. Who knows, maybe if it's not the obvious, I can grant it for you, and then you can go away. I would really appreciate it if you would go away. And there we have it. You want me to turn you. Okay, why in the world would I do that? I don't even know you. I mean, seriously, I don't even know you. Why? Why would I do that? Because you could expose me and my kind to the world. Well, okay, I guess we're going to go straight into violence. Is that what you want? No? Okay. Listen, look at me. What do you see? So you see a very handsome, older, distinguished gentleman with chiseled good looks. Yes. Well, I've actually had a few individuals say that I do kind of look like Fabio if he was a little older and had shorter hair, or at least Fabio back when he was young and extremely handsome. Yes. Well, you want to be a vampire. Okay, have you ever heard of glamour? That's an ability all of us have. Basically, when we're out and about, we can change our looks and we can make ourselves look a lot more handsome or pretty than we actually are. And it's all fake, it's all visual trickery, and it usually works very effectively. Now, the thing no one talks about is that it doesn't work on our hands. That's why we have to keep them covered up. Now, here's the thing. There are some vampires who are fortunate enough that it does work on their hands. But for well, for the vast majority of us, it doesn't. That's why I wear gloves everywhere I go. Even at home, I don't like looking at my ugly, hideous, disgusting hands. So even in my home, I wear gloves, usually thin white gloves. And when I'm out and about, I will sometimes wear driving gloves. Those usually cover most of the hideous spots. Or very thin black leather gloves. In the summer, it can be a little annoying, but people generally don't make a big deal, and they never say anything in the winter. But you want to be one of us. So you think we're all pretty, we're all handsome, we're all seductive? Yes, when we use glamour. You want to take a look at what we look like when we don't? All right. Let me just take off my other glove. There we go. And yes, I'm keeping my hand underneath the table. Get ready for a shock. All right. Please stop screaming. That is really annoying. Stop screaming. Okay, I'm going to put my hand underneath the table again. There. It's gone. Are you done screaming? Ugh. You humans are so aggravating sometimes. Would you like to see my hand again? No? All right. Yeah. So you don't want to see my horrifically hideous hand again? All right. Would you like to see what my face really looks like? The twisted fangs, the long, pointy ears, those are my most handsome features when I'm not using glamour to trick all of you humans. Want to see what it looks like? I think you need to. Get ready for a shock. Because honestly, I don't feel like dealing with an ambulance crew if you have a heart attack. So get ready. Well, you didn't have a heart attack. How nice for you. Don't worry. I've used my glamour again to make myself look not vomit-inducing hideous. Now, is this what you want, is it? You want to live your life like this? Have you noticed there are no mirrors anywhere in my apartment? Because it gets aggravating using glamour all the time, and I don't use it when I'm alone in my luxury apartment, and I sure as hell don't want to look at that disgustingly hideous face that would give people nightmares for years. Honestly, do yourself a favor. Go live your life. Find someone worth marrying. Have children. That's your form of immortality. Go enjoy that and leave me the hell alone. There's the door. Use it. Thank you.